day 4 of the Ocean to Lake Trail, and it is raining. It rained a little bit last night, and then it just came down this morning right as I was packing up, so yay. So I'm still at my campsite. I'm underneath some palms right now trying to save my phone from getting too wet, which I imagine it will today. I usually have a life-proof case for it, but I forgot it on this trip, so I'm going to try to use my plastic bag and attempt not to destroy it. It does look like it's raining all day, and that prevents that's a problem, if I can speak. It's a problem because I have a crossing of a ditch/canal today, and the description is it can get deep, and one of the comments was that it was shoulder deep after light rain, and it's going to be raining all day. Luckily, I do have a alternate plan that I worked out with my trail angel last night, so it's not ideal, but but it's a plan. So that's about 9 miles away, and I have to get started with my day. Still moving through Loxahatchee Slough. That's where I camped last night. It's just water everywhere. I would have been waiting, I mean, look at this. I would have been waiting this morning anyway, but now I have the pleasure of being wet top and bottom. So heading towards the end of this, and I should be hitting a canal and heading towards Riverbend Park. I gotta make it through this water first. It's gonna be a wet day. Well, I'm already off to a bad start. This looked familiar. I crossed it yesterday. I took the wrong turn heading out of the campground. So now I've got to go all the way back. Damn. Also, I just saw some trail runners. People are trail running in this, like through the water. They're insane. Alright, well, backtracking. And then seeing how it goes. Alright, so this is the water I was supposed to wade through this morning. I passed by the campsite and I saw my mistake. I came out of the campground at a weird angle, and the trail kind of turns there anyway, so I made a left when I was supposed to make a very hard left. So there were 2 lefts and I took the wrong one, but I'm back on track now. When I get out of the water and get to like the canal and the park, I might have to push the pace a little bit to make up for that. And I'm estimating round trip was about a 1.5 mile detour through water. So I'm a little behind schedule for today. It would be as if I both worked out in my sleep and overslept today. So just making my way forward as safely as I can. Okay. See an orange blaze up there. Guess I'm gonna go in here. So I should be exiting Loxahatchee Slough and taking this canal over to Riverbend Park. Again, this is much later in the day than I anticipated it being. So, gosh, I hope this is the right way. I'm going to check my app in just a second, the GPS app. So, hopefully I can make up some ground. Got a trail sign in Riverbend Park. This is actually a really cute park. It'd be really nice in the summer, or when it's the sun is shining and it's shaded, because it looks like got these nice shaded corridors to walk through that are kind of easy. It is raining right now, and it's starting to get harder. So if I can find a chickee, which is kind of like this, it's like a table with a covering, I might stop there and eat some food, because I don't know how many shelters I'm going to have today. Otherwise, I'm going to just bust my way through this park. Here's one creature that seems to be enjoying the rain. Got a turtle. Pretty big turtle. Right in the middle of the trail. I don't know how skittish he is. I'm just going to walk around him. Just enjoying the rainy day. Alright, turtle. Glad one of us is. Well, I didn't find a chickee. I think they were a little bit off trail, but I did find an underpass. A partially flooded. I think it's supposed to be flooded though, underpass. This is under Indiantown Road, so over here is Riverbend Park. Over here is where I'm going next. So just got an update on the potential crossing of the ditch or canal. It might be waist level, but fairly unlikely that it will be shoulder level like the description said. So I'll just have to wait and see when I get there. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy a snack for right now. Now entering Loxahatchee River, Cypress Creek Management Area. So I think I should be going along the river at some point. It did say that there were bluffs that were pointed out. Kind of reminds me, just from the description of the Suwannee section. Oh, this is muddy. I'm just sinking into the mud. Suwannee section where you've got those nice bluffs, and then you dip down into the river drainages. So we'll see what surprises are in store for this section. Hey, here we go. These are the bluffs. It's the Loxahatchee River right there. See if I can get a better view. There it is. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty. So, yeah, it stopped raining for maybe 15 minutes, and then it's picked up again. That's a really pretty sight. Hopefully I'll get more views of it on my way to the ocean. So I've got gray skies on the other side of this of I-95. This is the I-95 underpass. You can see there's a channel here as well. So by the time I get underneath the other side of traffic, I will be on the eastern side. This is confusing. Finishing that thought, I am emerging on the beach side of the interstate, which is really exciting considering I started fairly central to the state. There was a lot of vegetation over there on the other side. It was really hard to find where to come in. But I'm on the other side of it, and I'm headed towards that ditch I've been anticipating all day. Hopefully it's just something I've made out to be worse than it is. So that's coming up pretty soon. Alright, here it is. Hobbs Grove Canal. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Now, some of the floodplain channels did have water in them. There's water in here. There's no real way to tell how deep that is. Don't think it's that deep. What I might do is I might wait out a little bit and see where it goes. See how swift that is and how deep it is. So let me turn this off and probe around. Okay, success. Made it. That definitely was above waist deep. I am soaked all the way down here. I did take my pack off to do it and kind of held it up. And it was really slippery by that white pole. But you know what? That was the tough part of the day, and I am across. Okay, so now I should be in Johnathan Dickenson State Park, and about 6 miles to my campground. I was hoping when I got into Johnathan Dickenson State Park that the trails would be dry. I should have known better. I definitely should have known because the rain has stopped temporarily again. And kind of how things have been going today is when I hit the dry sections of the trail that's not flooded, the rain starts. And then when I go into the flooded sections, they stop. So it's kind of gonna get me wet no matter where I am today. But this is Johnathan Dickenson State Park, less than 5 miles to my campground, which is Scrub J. And there should be at least some trail here that's dry. I'll just see how it goes. I will definitely be able to get to my campsite today before the sun goes down. So that's what's important. Is it possible? Sun? Some of the sun broke there. You see the reflection there. That's the first sun I've had all day. Still walking Dickenson State Park. The trail's been kind of, in and out of areas that are more soggy and dry. This is kind of dry right now. Thankfully the dry stretches have been, pretty lengthy compared to what I've done before. Yeah, these are probably the longest dry stretches out of all the trail I've done so far. So just got to splash and get my feet wet in a couple of areas, and then I can walk these nice long dry stretches through the palms. You can see the dark skies over there, the palms and the palmettos. This is Kitchen Creek. It's a beautiful tannic stream. Got some black water here. Also a nice boardwalk. Came across a couple of these creeks and boardwalks. They're nice, but they're really slippery right now. And yesterday I fully slipped on that boardwalk coming out of the bog. But I already passed one of the junction for one of the two backcountry sites, Kitchen Creek campsite. My alternative plan was, if I had to turn around and I couldn't cross the ditch canal, whatever it is, I was going to be picked up back at Indiantown Road and shuttled over to a side trail that would meet up with this trail, and I was going to try to change my backcountry site because you need to reserve them from Scrub J to Kitchen Creek, but don't need to do any of that since I made it across the ditch. So just making my way less than 3 miles at this point to Scrub J and my campsite. Well, it looks like I arrived at my campsite. There appears to be a vault toilet and trash cans. So, not sure if I'm supposed to camp right here or I will walk around and see if there's actual campsites, but I made it, and for once it is not raining. So these are actually the campsites at Scrub J. Really cute. Look at these benches. All the campsites seem to have these benches. So I might take either number 1 or number 2 down here. I don't think anyone else is going to come tonight. And then there's that really nice composting toilet. They've got trash cans and there's a pitcher pump here. It's a pretty fancy for a primitive campground. So that's a relaxing end to a wet and wild day 4. And tomorrow, day 5, is beach day. I am only about 5 trail miles away from the Atlantic Ocean. So I'm really, really excited to hit the water tomorrow. And should be a short and hopefully the storms have rolled through. So hopefully it'll be a short and at least partially sunny day.